The guy with the testicle face.
Oh, God.
This is so weird. All I know is I read that this guy had a pimple, and the pimple just, he picked at it, and next thing you know, it got worse and worse, and then eventually he's got this, like, giant testicle coming off his face, or, like, it's like a scrotum coming off his neck. And it's like, it would be King Kong scrotum. If King Kong, we could see his scrotum, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
It started as a little pimple by my ear back in 2007. I tried to squeeze it, obviously didn't break. And then when it was about the size of a pea, tried squeezing it some more and had somebody else try, and it wouldn't break.
Okay, pause for a second.
One morning I woke.
Why would you?
What the fuck?
Wouldn't you go to the doctor before you had a scrotum coming out of your face?
Drew, it showed 2007 when it started. He's got a giant beard, so it probably hid it for a while, which is great. But then the next one they showed was 2015. And I'm thinking, at least by then you got to go to the doctor, right? Because it was about a baseball. It was like a baseball on the side of his face.
But everything I've read about this, it's implying that, this is just a pimple gone mad.
Yeah, well,
it's just a zit that went crazy.
The best part about it is it looks not just like a testicle sack, but it looks like it's one that he was hiding in his beard and is picking out because he's got a really bushy beard. But hair doesn't grow on this pimple. Why doesn't hair grow?
Shouldn't he trim his face scrotum?
Well, maybe that's why he didn't go to the doctor, because he knew if they performed surgery, they'd have to shave his beard.
Oh my God!
Can you keep my beard? You can? I'm not getting this surgery.
Can we agree on something? And maybe if you don't agree, tell me. This has nothing to do with a zit.
No,
this is not a zit gone
tumor,
mad.
Right?
No, it's a massive tumor. It's the size of his head.
God, it hurts me looking at it because the way it's pulling his head to the side.
Every time I've read the story, though, the guy goes, "Yeah, it was a pimple, and this is what happened to it. Holy shit!
Any pimple.
That's not a zit.
It's not a pimple.
That has nothing to do with a zit.
Oh, God, that is so gross.
Oh my God, that's awful.
On Dr. Pimple Popper.
It wouldn't break.
But doesn't it look like a scrotum?
It was about the size of a small Super Ball. And at that point, I started kind of looking online, and everybody said, "Oh, it's a sebaceous cyst. Don't worry about it."
Why don't you go to the doctor?
Kind of look in the mirror.
No,
one
he's
day,
got-
and
he's
you're
got the
like,
internet.
It's gotten bigger.
Look, he's got a giant turtle. He's got a house.
The
Why
size
wouldn't
of
you have a
like
doctor?
sack ball to a racket ball to a tennis ball, and just continually kept getting larger and larger.
When it was a racquetball, you should have gone to the
Still
doctor.
stretching.
Oh, God.
Generally,
Is he an influencer?
Sponged off my face.
I mean, he can make a ton of money on TikTok.
Good, you're right.
So that way I can.
What is he going to do? Is he watching it?
That is not healthy.
Being that I'm working on cars, depending on what I am doing, some days it gets really grimy.
It's like
What the fuck?
A little soap on occasion.
It's not
Like he's washing a baby.
It is, yeah, like he's got a baby on his shoulder and he's washing it.
Would King Kong's balls be that big? I'm not sure they would be.
Like open sores or something like that from the friction of it
Ew.
bouncing around, rubbing on my neck.
Well, why don't you wrap that thing up at least?
Can we?
Oh, God, he's squeezing it.
All this side of my head, my eye, pulls from my back shoulder, everything this way.
Are you under the impression that he still hasn't gone to the doctor?
Kind of. Well, that's why he's
Wouldn't you
on.
think there'd be some medical discussion here?
He probably got past the point of no return and decided to go on TLC instead.
Extremely painful. All
that's
this
a-
is real tight. The earlobe, as you see,
God.
is basically.
The guy just shows up for work every day like, it's about the same as yesterday.
How was your weekend?
What
Ah!
I'm doing, how much
Same
movement I have,
response.
is how bad my headaches get. It's very painful.
Well, do
And
something
it's like,
about it.
There are times where I've moved and you feel like something is pulling or ripping.
Couldn't you just drain it, if nothing else? Just poke a hole in it?
get it cut
just
off.
stab it with a fork multiple times. Oh, God.
Is there any information about any medical person that's been consulted about this even? Does
doesn't
anyone
bring
are
them
there
up.
comments from medical people?
Yeah, where's Dr. Pimple Popper?
Right, and he's the one botched.
And I want him to stop saying that it started with a pimple. This is nothing to do with a zit, dude.
No, he even corrected and said it was a cyst. So say you thought it was a pimple.
So stop saying it started with a pimple, because it didn't start with a pimple. This was not a pimple.
Don't you think he went on the internet like looking it up and going, oh, they say to leave it alone. Good enough for me. It'll go away. Good enough for me.
Probably some bad advice on the internet he's following.
I mean, I probably would have been the same way. If I saw enough stuff on the internet that just said, leave it alone, it'll be fine. I'd be like, okay, good enough for me.
If something got 1/100th of that size on my face, I'd be at the doctor so fast.
This guy's not as vain as you are.
I'd be worried about the medical consequences.
I just want to know if he's found love.
Oh, is there any way to find that out?
No, he doesn't mention it. It's not in the story.
Well, I don't think it's,
I'm going to guess no.
I don't think it's attracting the opposite sex. Just saying.
It's 5.5 pounds as of right now.
Oh,
It's
God.
an easy way to lose weight.
Look at, I love how he puts googly eyes on it.
He is an influencer. He has fun with it.
Oh my God.
Wait, Tim often used humor as a security blanket and to make people more comfortable around him in his growth.
Yeah, because putting googly eyes on your growth is going to make us feel more comfortable.
I might just make today's show picture as Drew's head coming out of that nutsack.
Oh, no.
God. Ugh.
God, it would be hard to hang out with that guy, I got to admit.
No, you would stare. You'd look those googly in the eyes. You would just stare at that thing.
God, it
He's
looks
happy.
so
Look how happy he is.
it looks so scrotum-esque.
Yes, it is nutsack.
Among other
Two
problems.
bulges in it. And he's wearing a hat. Why does he put a hat on his little character?
He should.
I really feel
Why does he
like
draw a mouth on it, too?
shouldn't it be
Sharpie?
Manscaped?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it looks more scrotum-like with the
Yeah, it's-
stray hairs.
When it's got a comb over from his beard. It does. Ew. Well, I hope he finds the medical care he needs at this trying time. The worst part was watching him wash that.
Gross.
I can't believe he posts this stuff and there's nothing about any medical intervention at all.
I need a conclusion to this story. Can someone tell me, Brandon? Do you know what's happened to it?
That's his tumor on the scale, weighing in at 4.89 pounds.
I love that it's kind of thing where it's like, oh, it's getting bigger. Like it was a surprise to him.
God. Oh, there's a doctor.
Oh.
There's a doctor touching it. Ew,
Did they
ew.
remove it?
Let's see. No, I don't think they removed it.
That doctor's.
They're cutting around it. They operated on it for 5 hours.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
And so is this beard.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh wait,
He looks way better.
maybe that was the whole reason. He just didn't want to shave his beard.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what
You're onto something.
Oh, he looks
All
great.
right, Tim.
Oh my God. I wonder if he misses it.
Oh,
all.
maybe he had to keep it. His beard or the growth?
The growth. What the fuck?
Did you keep it in a jar?
Is he in America? Can we call him?
Yeah, I think he's a mechanic.
Yeah,
let's see if we can find him.
Oh, it's from the it's from the TLC show called Take My Tumor. Well, I got a new thing to watch.
Oh, of course.
Have you ever watched like Dr. Pimple Popper? That show is oddly satisfying.
It's
in a
kind of
way.
gross.
Oh, it's totally gross.
Degross.
She's doing God's work after he messed up those people.
Oh my God.